So I think there's been a lot of major milestones in our company throughout the years. One of them that I think is very significant, because I really think it permeates our culture today, is in 1966, the brothers, Art, Ray, and Bill, decided to change the name of the company from Schmidt Oil to U.S. Oil.
When we left DX, we had Zephyr. That was a company that was owned by a guy in Muskegon, Michigan, and he had a small refinery there. And we were buying our gasoline from him. He had the Zephyr logo, and we used that for a number of years, and then we quit that, and then we went on our own, and we wanted to have our own logo.
I can remember Ray and Art and them all sitting in our kitchen discussing the name. They thought they had to change the name to something, I don't know if you'd say prestigious or what.
We just felt we wanted to be more, sound like we're a bigger company, you know.
We wanted to have something that sounds like we are big in the business. We're dealing with big people and we're only a bunch of little peanuts.
I think my brother Ray, he played around with, this.
We were always thinking national was going into our brain, and here I'm thinking of a big, when they got the big eagle and then the bottom was stripes and kind of a logo like, and anyhow we took that for national. Tweet and I got that name. On the clear blue sky, we said U.S., all of a sudden we said U.S., and then we thought, gee, that sounds pretty good. Let's go U.S.
I thought, my God, that sounds too ambitious. I mean, here we are, U.S. Oil Company, we're a little bitty company, and and there's probably 25 oil companies in the United States that use the name U.S. Oil. So, but it was determined that U.S. Oil Company was going to be it.
So that's what we did, and then we took these banjo signs that they called us. So if you had a big round sign up in the air, 6 feet around, they call them a banjo sign. There was a lot of people put in just those 6 foot round metal, whether it be Sinclair or City Service, lots of oil companies had banjo signs.
Clark Oil Company used to have those signs, and when Clark kind of went out of business, there was a company called Everbright Sign Company in Milwaukee that sold them the signs, and they took these down, and they were kind of in almost like ready to be junked. And then I don't know who did it, Art or Ray, they got these signs from this company. We must have I'll bet you we bought 50 or 100 of them.
Well, anyhow, we used to get the banjo signs, and we'd take the inside, of course, and paint it all white, and then we'd go to work and take reflective paper, and it had I think it was 30 or 36 inch square piece of a sticky reflective paper, and there was a sticky back to it, so we would cut that all in strips, and then we would the U, these 2 stripes for a U, and cut the corner off of it. I guess we did the first ones on our kitchen table in Kaukauna. And anyhow, and today yet, they copied the stars on it, and if you look at this one sign out here, those stars aren't perfect. There's some ways in the stars, and it was hard. When you'd cut a star, you'd have all those points sticking out, and that you'd have to take the doggone tape off the back of them. Lots of them you'd tear, You had to be careful how you did it.
So we called it U.S. Oil. Well, let me tell you what happened as a result of that, too. Many people over the years have come up to me and said, hey, I saw that group of stations you guys got out in Pennsylvania. Well, there happens that we didn't know this at the time, but there was something like 16 or 17 U.S. oils in the country.
A lot of people says, they'll talk about that company. Oh yeah, they're all over the country. They're all over U.S. They're all over U.S. I said, that's more than I know about it.
And we told our kids all the time that meant us Schmidts.
Well, everybody always says it stands for us Schmidt, but we really were thinking of U.S. Our first logo had a U.S. with a bunch of stars on it. It was red, white, and blue. We really wanted to be all American.
I look at that and I think, that was really a bold decision. Because to be honest with you, Schmidt Oil was a very small operation. And for them to have the foresight and the guts to say, you know, we're going to change this little operation from Schmidt Oil to U.S. Oil just to sound big, right? Honestly, that's why they did it, to sound big. I think took a lot of courage, and I think it kind of captures the entrepreneurial spirit that they always had. You know, that always looking forward, always going on to the next thing, and you know that was a pretty big leap, just changing that name.